As a recap, this is day 5 of our 3,000 mile road trip. We're going to travel from Boone, North Carolina to Troutville, Virginia, a 200-mile trip that's also going to have us crossing our 7th state line. All right, good morning, guys.
Head south toward US 221 north, US 421 south.
That's where we're headed, if you didn't hear. So it's day 2, and we're getting ready to head back on the Ridge Parkway. We are all loaded up. We're going to go gas up right now. We just came straight in because it was pouring rain yesterday, and we just wanted to get out of the wet shoes and wet socks. So we're going to go get some gas now, and we're going to get back on the Ridge Parkway, bring you guys to some spectacular overlooks. Stay tight. Sit tight.
See that, man?
Yeah, that's it. Now, if you recall, in the very beginning of the video, when Google Maps was reading out my directions, I put in a location on the Blue Ridge Parkway that was the closest to the hotel to a lookout spot.
Take the next right onto Blue Ridge Parkway.
Now, we entered onto the Blue Ridge Parkway at mile marker 286. The closest overlook to the hotel was directly south of it. But as you can see here, we're at mile marker 288 now. And even before we get to that marker that we're looking for, I see this overlook and I just had to stop.
Blue Ridge Parkway for 1.5 miles.
A whole lot more of them, but this one actually caught my eye. That rock that's out there, I definitely want to go stand out on it real quick. But I had to stop it. Man, look at that. Just look at that. Oh, I can't even show this because of music. Alright, there we go. So now I can talk about it without God can judge me. Only God can judge me. That is beautiful. There's houses up in the hills over there. Very hard for you to see, I'm sure. So there's hills, and we're at a pretty high elevation. I could probably check one of the signs that give you the elevation, but let me get a picture of this and we'll get back on the road. Man, it caught my eye. The mountain's way out there. Let me go get another picture and be back with you on the road in a minute. GPS said the overlook that I put in when we left the hotel was less than a mile up the road. So we're already on the Blue Ridge Parkway. I no longer need the GPS, so I turned it off to conserve battery. Today, it is absolutely beautiful. All the fog is gone, it's clear views, and you can see for miles. This was going to be a beautiful day to be on the Blue Ridge Parkway. Oh my God! So that was the mile marker that I put in for my GPS to put us back on the Blue Ridge Parkway. Nothing more to do now but ride and enjoy the views. What a beautiful day. But if you notice this right here, we're going to pass mile marker 291. We're supposed to be heading toward mile marker 0. We're going the wrong way. Yes, we're heading the wrong way, but as fate would have it, we are also headed toward the Lynn Cove Viaduct. This is one stretch of road that I definitely wanted to ride. This was the last piece that connected the Blue Ridge Parkway. Everyone has pictures of themselves at this spot, and I wanted one. The Lynn Cove Viaduct is at mile marker 304. We just passed mile marker 291. We are heading right to it. But obvious, this is not information that we had at the time. But what I was noticing is that Free was falling farther and farther behind. I wasn't sure if he was having mechanical problems or if maybe he was just making some adjustments. But I was keeping an eye on him, I'd slow down a little bit, he'd catch up a little bit, I'd go back up the speed, and then the gap would come back again. So I just decided to slow down and let him catch all the way up. I thought I heard him rev, and then the second time, I knew it for sure. There's an information center coming up on my left. I figured I'll just pull in there and we can talk. And if you'll notice, we are now at mile marker 294. We are just 10 miles from Lynn Cove Viaduct. So pulling back here is a great opportunity for us to find out what's going on with Free. Is there something wrong with his bike, or is there something he wants to adjust? Maybe one of his batteries died. So I figure we'll get back in here and we'll see what's going on.
We're going the wrong way, right?
What?
No, we're going the wrong way.
I don't think so. Are we?
Yeah. We're going back towards Asheville. We're at 294 right now. We started at 285.
Oh, all right.
Hey, we're going down. Well,
All right. No, I just put a spot on the Blue Ridge Parkway to go to, and that was it.
Oh, for the craft spot?
Just to, oh no, not even for here, but I was just trying to get us back on the Blue Ridge Parkway, so I picked a spot, and then it just had me going that way.
Yeah.
So all right.
When I put the Asheville sign, I was like, wait a minute.
I didn't see an Asheville sign.
Yeah.
I saw a sign that said Boone was that way.
Well, check it out, though.
You want to go see if they said there's an information center in there. You want to go check in there and see if they got it, or do you want to just go keep on going? I'm good at either way.
Yeah, that's something.
All right.
I think there's another one just past 285 anyway.
All right, you can lead. I'll follow for a while. I don't have anything. If we go past that one lookout that we stopped that was wide open, I wouldn't mind. Yeah, I wouldn't mind stopping. See, we're going right past it again.
Okay.
Yeah, go ahead. That was beautiful. Two mistakes. Number one, not knowing where you are in the Blue Ridge Parkway, and number two, not stopping at the visitor center while we were just 10 miles away from the Lynn Cove Viaduct. If I learned anything at all, is know where your spots are that you want to see on the Blue Ridge Parkway and know where you are on the Blue Ridge Parkway. Those little markers are hard to see, but keep an eye out for them. But either way, I don't know this information. I don't know that the Lynn Cove Viaduct is 10 miles behind us, so we're having a great day. This is where we've made our right instead of a left. And as you can see, we are only 9 miles out of the way. So we're about 9 miles later, this happens. There was a road closure on the Blue Ridge Parkway. We knew that coming down here. We just didn't know where it was, and we didn't know how long of this stretch of it was going to be. We are getting off the Blue Ridge Parkway at mile marker 280. So far today, we've only ridden the Blue Ridge Parkway for about 18 miles, and already we are back off of the Blue Ridge Parkway. You gotta remember, we jumped off yesterday as well to try to beat the rain, but it is a Monday afternoon, and this is what we're doing. So we're on this detour, and it seems like it's taking forever to find our way to get back on the Blue Ridge Parkway. But after we come out of these small little towns, we're back on roads like this, and you kind of forget that you're on a detour. Although these roads are real nice, and I really enjoy them, but you do know that you're not on the Blue Ridge Parkway. And occasionally you'll see these orange signs that'll let you know you're still on the detour and you're heading the right way. One thing we're going to soon discover is there a 25-mile stretch of construction along this detour. From the hotel to the location that we're heading to, 67 miles. This was not part of the plan. The detour was not part of the plan. A trip that was expecting us to take an hour and 45 minutes ended up taking us 5 hours. including the time that we went 9 miles the wrong direction. That 5 hours also includes the time we spent at overlooks. But we had figured that this time to get to this point would take us about, we figured 2 hours, 2.5 hours. We ended up spending 5 hours to get here. Alright, we're back on the Blue Ridge Parkway. We were probably off it for about, I don't know. And this starts Virginia. So now we are in Virginia on the Blue Ridge Parkway. I gotta change out some batteries. We'll be back with you in a minute. We're in Virginia. This is crazy. I hear some music. I hear some jamming. Let's go check it out. So we are day 2 on the Blue Ridge Parkway, and they had a detour, and I don't know, maybe 30 or 40 miles. It seemed like it was a long time to get back on the Blue Ridge Parkway, but luckily the exit or the construction that they're doing let us back on the Blue Ridge Parkway just in time for one of the stops that we saw this morning that we wanted to make. So let me show you where we stopped at. So we stopped at the Blue Ridge Music Center. Because we're running so far behind, we didn't spend a lot of time here. I didn't even walk inside the museum. I did want to go check out the amphitheater here, which is pretty cool. It's got electricity here, so there's lighting, there's power, and the seating is just awesome. So, before you know it, we're back on the bike trying to make up some miles and make up some time. What can you tell us about the mill down there?
Actually, that people ask like if they're going to clear the lake out, but that wasn't even there.
Really?
I think it was just a field with a stream coming through it.
Yeah.
And when the Park Service was making the parkway, one of the managers came down and they were getting ready to demolish it. And he was like, wait, no. And he actually saved it, but they were going to tear it down.
Wow.
Yeah.
So in order to make up some of that time, we didn't spend much time here either. We're at mile marker 169, and where our hotel is at mile marker 120. Those last 2 points of interest were spots that we had picked for the day that we definitely wanted to stop at, and we did it. Sure, we didn't spend as much time there as we had liked because of the detour and because of the road construction. The last 50 miles on the Blue Ridge Parkway were absolutely awesome. So after a long day's ride, we finally made it to the hotel. 204 miles, 8 hours, 46 minutes. If you made it to the end of this video, I want to say thank you. Make sure you hit that subscribe button. Make sure you hit the like button. Make sure you leave me a comment. I want to hear you say, I gotta be there, man.
Oh, come on. Hey, I gotta be there, man.
Yeah, right. I love it.